Now, I thought this was fascinating. Did you know that recently scientists have found that the stray dogs that live around Chernobyl are genetically distinct 40 years after the massive radiation leak? Remember, when the power plant exploded back in 1986, a lot of the residents, they had to leave quickly, which means a lot of them left their pets behind. Now, I know this is unfathomable, but we don't know what we would do if we were put in a life or death situation like this. Now, at that time, a lot of the animals, they were culled to stop the spread of contamination. However, there were some that were cared for by the cleanup workers. Now, scientists have studied and compared dogs living within the Chernobyl power plant to those that live farther away, with the hope that the data will help reveal the long-term effects of radiation exposure. And almost 40 years after the nuclear disaster at Chernobyl, there are hundreds of feral dogs that live in the abandoned world surrounding the ruins of the Ukrainian power plant. In a new report that was released recently in the Journal of Science Advances, scientists, they examined the genetic structure of 302 dogs that represented 3 distinct free-roaming dog populations, and comparing the dogs living within the power plant and dogs living anywhere from between 9 miles to 28 miles away. Researchers found that dogs living within the 18-mile exclusion zone are genetically distinct from dogs that live farther away from the disaster's epicenter. Now, it's true that we do have to keep in mind that differentiating between which genetic changes are caused by radiation and which are caused by other influencing factors will be complex and will take time. Having said that, scientists still find this to be a prime opportunity to answer the question, how do you survive in a hostile environment like this for 15 generations? They stated that the dog's DNA is highly valuable because they often share the same spaces and diets that humans do. The Chernobyl Dog Research Initiative, which provides veterinary care for these animals, they estimate that nearly 800 feral dogs live in this area. Now let's see what the study brings to light.